On the way up Atlanta, y'all. Finally able to do this video. Shouts out to everybody from On the Way Up Atlanta. I adore all of y'all. All of y'all have really just been so those ones that I frequently chat with, y'all have been all just lovely, and I appreciate winning the ticket to go, the free ticket to go, but because of personal reasons, I won't be able to make it. But listen, from here on out, I'm going to support this show. I'm going to watch the show. I'm going to review the show. Whatever On the Way Up Entertainment got going on, I am definitely going to be watching and tuning in. And I appreciate it. And I will get to meet you guys one day. And it's going to be lovely. And once again, thank you so much. Okay. So, on this episode, we see Brandon and two of his homegirls from Minnesota. They are the key. You hear me? They are hilarious. They were just talking to Brandon about life and things he's gone through. We discussed the relationship that he was in. And, they gave him some, real friend advice, on that. And they kind of correlated some of his choices in partners to his relationship with his mom. He's not close to his mom. His mom had dealt with substance abuse in her life, and he just did not grow up knowing her. He was kind of in and out of different places. He has multiple siblings and stuff, and he said that she is actually closer to his younger siblings than him. He's the oldest, and so it was just super rough for him growing up. But throughout everything, he made it through, and that's what I'm sure he's focusing on. And God got you at the end of the day, Brandon, and your real friends and family got you as well, and you're going to be fine. And he is fine, and he is doing well. So shouts out to Brandon. It's not about where you started, it's where you're going. My God. He also talked about his father. His father recently passed away. Well, at the time of whenever they were taping. Excuse me. And he talked about how he got in touch with his uncle. I believe it's his dad's brother. And the uncle reached out to the dad, and the dad basically said that he didn't want anything to do with him. And he had his own life and own wife and kids and all that. But anyway, the dad ended up passing away, unfortunately. So he never really got to connect with his dad, his biological dad, and stuff. And so I don't know if he's now in the process of trying to get to know his siblings on his dad's side or what. But Brandon has a heck of a story to tell, and I would love to see a series of Brandon on the Way Up channel, maybe of him showcasing his life, and maybe seeing him trying to connect to his family members, and different things, or seeing him working on his music, etc. I would really personally just enjoy to seeing that, a little documentary situation. So yeah, they went to the studio. I love Brandon's rap voice. His rap voice is very gritty, just in your face. It's just real. Ooh, Brandon. Let me stop being fast. Okay. So let me see. So moving on from that, we see DJ. And DJ is Father's Day at the church. He's in Athens, Georgia. I think is she from Athens? Nene Leaks, yeah. I think Phaedra as well. Yes. He's at home, in his home church, and it's Father's Day, and his father recently passed, and he was singing a song that he wrote on his album for his father called Forever. Beautiful song. I truly don't know how DJ got through it. It was amazing. He is quite the talent, that DJ. for sure. My God. And what really took me out was that he went to the cemetery and he sung to his dad there, the song. And I was just like, ooh, child. I had to fast forward through a couple of parts well, not when I first saw it, because I saw it on live, but after, like when I rewatched it and stuff, because it was a lot. It brought up different things. With myself and my dad passed 3 years ago now, 2020, when he passed. And that's when I met my siblings. One sibling I already knew, but that's when I met my other five siblings for the first time at 30 years old. And I met them, and it's coming from being the only child on my mom's side. And so, it's just it's something else. It's really something else when you lose a parent. You're never quite the same. You're going to go on and live your life and have happy moments and all that. But there's always going to be something in you that's going to be incomplete, not quite right, broken in a sense. And even though I barely knew my dad, compared to DJ, who, had a relationship with his dad. Even though I barely knew my dad, that pain was just still there. I just cried. And, yeah. So, what a beautiful soul. And DJ talked about how he did not visit his father when he was going through cancer and stuff, because he didn't want to see him in that state. And my sister, she actually told me that she said the same thing, because my dad, he passed from cirrhosis of the liver cancer, basically. And so, he talked about that, and yeah, she said she couldn't see him in that state, and she kind of regretted it as well. But yeah, we're going to pray for everybody involved. I'm looking at different things, so that's why I'm kind of getting sidetracked. But yeah, we love DJ. Amazing. Okay, let me see. Shouts out to Nebraska. She had a quick scene. She has a new song out and a new video. The guy that was apparently in the video, that was supposed to be in the video, that's on the song, did not show up. But she did it anyway and looked good. So shouts out to Nebraska. Sis out here dropping music. I live. Okay. Let me see. We see Mayday and his boyfriend Jair. He is doing a song. So Mayday produced this song for this guy named Black, who's worked with Mayday before, and his boyfriend Jair. And the song sounds good. I would love to see Jair on next season of On the Way Up, like as a full-time character. That would be nice to see. And I like the song. I like Jair. I think he's fierce. And good for everybody, darling. Okay, so we get to a surprise party for Phil. Phil don't know. Everybody showed up except for Kamari and Trey. That's not surprising. We have not seen Trey all season, really, except for when he wants to film with Mayday. That's the only time we see Trey. I don't really know why that is. Maybe it's because he's working or what. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna give my opinions on this season once everything wraps, on who I personally feel should stay and who should go, etc. Just, my little opinion, child. So like I said, there's a surprise party for Phil. It's very nice and sweet. Devontae put it up. Devontae and Destiny, I believe. I think that Phil and DJ are preachers, low key. They just haven't, clicked into it yet. But I definitely feel they have an anointing about them, for sure. Especially that DJ, he's something else. And so, everybody's sitting outside talking, drinking, smoking, having a good time. Everybody's just pouring into Phil. Sunnidread is there, and Ebony, and they're just pouring into Phil and encouraging him to just, follow his dreams. And they're just talking about real life stuff. how sometimes you have to have nothing to get to where you need to be. And the fear can take over, and you're just so fearful of everything. You don't know how life is going to turn out, and you have to live every day like it's your last, pretty much, was what they was telling Phil. We see Chauncey and Keenan. Y'all know they were the two who were working on the whole acting gig with Ebony, produced by Mark with the Q. We have not seen Mark with the Q. And that they was talking about how they kind of just went down. We don't know really what happened with that. We don't know, and they don't know either. But hey, God bless all of them, right? Um, and I would like to see Chauncey and Keenan back next season. Like to see more of them, because we really didn't get a chance to. We met them, but not really. Get to know them like that. And plus, they are quite easy on the eyes. Now, let me see. They did their speeches. DJ gave a great speech. Devontae gave a beautiful speech. The speech that really took me out was that Destiny. She really has a way with words, truly. Let me see. Phil finally spoke, and he said that he basically came to Atlanta. He had $160 in his pocket. He came for a hope and a dream. Somehow he met, I think he said it, but I forgot to write it down. Somehow he met Devontae, and they, got together and did their thing, and he became a cast member on the way up. He's going back to Houston and stuff just to get his mind, body, and spirit back together. And we wish Phil nothing but the best. I definitely think Phil is going to come back to the show. I think he's great on the show, honestly. And I can't wait to meet him like in real life. And so yes, on the way up, child. Next week we get back to the petty, child. We get back to talking about Trey, and this whole thing with Kamori and the fight, and it's just like, Lord. It was interesting. This episode seemed like it was a season finale episode. It really did. But it's not. It's like in the middle, kind of. So we have plenty more reviews, plenty more episodes of on the way up, on the way up, on the way up. Gotta do it, mama man. On the way up, on the way up, on the way up. Dun, 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 dun. With that said, I'm Mr. Chalaki. Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at Iskinsor on Instagram and Twitter. At Iskinsor89 on Snapchat. Chase King on Facebook. Mr. Chalaki on Cash App and PayPal. And as always, run me my money or run me my fade. Run me my money the way I get paid. Stay black, stay tuned. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.